All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tap In and Tap Out. We almost made Lee Turner tap out. I had Lee Turner on the edge of the cage. Lee Turner was almost screaming for his life.
1, 2, and...
But no, the referee, Lee Turner, he kicked out. Right. Oh my goodness. I had him. I had elbow strikes with Lee Turner. It's over. It's done. Boom, boom, boom. Like Ludacris said, well, I hit him with a right hook, hit him with a jab, hit him with an uppercut, kicked him in his, oh, I'm quoting, get back. You ain't got me like that. Get back, get back. You ain't got me like that.
Yeah. I know.
You remember that track?
Yeah. Lean back. Lean back.
That's Fat Joe. Lean back. Lean back.
Yeah. I know that one. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
When leaning back, you better dip and slip and don't trip. For real.
Okay. Right.
Because he might lean back, but in boxing, when you lean back, if you lean back and somebody cracks you, you're gonna go straight down to the ground. So when you're boxing, you want to stay forwards. You want to have your forwards lean more than your backwards lean, because your backwards lean will end you up on the ground.
Okay. Okay. A little bit of boxing tips from Lee Turner. Okay. So lean forward so you can dodge the punch.
Lean forward is once you lean back, there's nowhere else to go except down. But if you lean forward, you still have a lean back option. But if you lean back and you don't have a forwards option, that's eliminated. All you can do is go down to the ground.
Well, so the momentum is more on your side when you lean forward.
Well, when you lean forward, you have structure in your stance. But if you lean backward, you break your structure. So you don't have any, you don't have this kind of triangle.
Vertical. Okay.
You don't have that. Now you're leaning. It's like football. They hit you, you crumple. If they hit you, if you're leaning back and they hit you, you're gonna crumple down. So you have to crouch. You have to if they crouch, you gotta crouch.
Okay, I got it.
If they come up underneath you, then they're gonna crumple your structure.
Oh, okay, okay.
That makes sense. It's hard to describe while I'm sitting down, but
I get it. I know. We don't need a visual aid from you, man. Come on.
Fine, but when you're boxing, you have to have usually your back heel has to come up, so your body leans forwards. Right.
But why is that though? Why does your back heel come up when you're doing boxing? How come you can't really put your heel flat? Is there like a balance thing?
Yeah, it's about like if you're gonna push a heavy wall that's impossible to push, and you put both hands against the wall, how would you position your feet when you started pushing?
Well, it gives you more force, more momentum to push that wall.
Yeah, you can push harder with your heel off the ground and just dig in and just push. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
it's more of the body weight pushing forward.
You're pushing, and you can get more spring in your foot, more foot spring, right? When your heel comes up, because that engages your calf. Your calves are engaged, right? Not just your legs, but you're engaging all the muscles. Because your ankles have to be strong. Strong ankles are important. In weight training, one of the biggest things, is strengthening your ankles. Most people have very weak ankles, very weak wrists. You have to strengthen both. That's the weakest link in the chain.
Ankles, really?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, I feel that because my ankles are terrible, man. My ankles are bad. My ankles are like toothpicks, man. Like almost, man. Oh my goodness. How do you strengthen your ankles, man?
That's because you have skinny ankles.
No, I got pretty fat ankles, but like I walk around for 8 hours a day. What would your method be to strengthen those thick ankles about like a really, really sore? What would you do that? How would you
forget about the thick and thin? Like, what do you mean? We're not going to look at it as thick and thin. We're just going to say strong or weak. We're not even going to say weak. We're going to say opportunities for improvement. So,
I like that.
You want to keep it positive always, right? And
opportunities for improvement.
And we're going to call it rehab.
So rehab for the ankle.
Yeah, we're going to rehab your ankles. Right?
Okay. You go in, your ankles are weak, but you go into rehab, you're building the strength, the core muscles in the ankle to make it stronger.
Okay. We'll roll with that.
Okay.
What you want to do is we want to assess and see what needs to be strengthened.
Okay.
So
Have you ever watched? I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube about body alignment,
right,
like chiropractor. There's this guy on Facebook. I think he's like he's a chiropractor. Every athlete goes to him, but a lot of athletes go to him, like Shaquille O'Neal,
right,
wrestlers go to him, boxers, big weight guys go to him, and he cracks the body. And the way he does it, he pulls on the arm, the legs, the traps, the neck, pulls the neck muscles to hear it crack.
right,
Uses a technique like where he folds his arm, his hands like this, and pushes on the spinal cord to crack the back. Then to align the legs, okay, and I never thought I'd seen this. He pulls one of your legs like almost to the point that it's gonna come out of its socket, but it cracks like the hip to align the foot. So this person's foot was like this, one leg, one foot bigger than the other one. He cracked the left one, boom, to make it even. That blew my mind. That like, you know, a lot of people bodies are unaligned, like like are mismatched.
yeah.
But this guy,
Mm.
misaligned,
Yeah.
misaligned. That's right. I'm sorry. A little bit of politically correctness. I apologize. It's misaligned. Okay, we're trying to keep it Canadian, try to keep it very professional on this program. So it's misaligned. Okay. So the way he did it, it was absolutely remarkable to see how far medicine has gone,
Yes.
right?
Well, it's not
So
true. I don't know if it's anything new though. Really, there hasn't been too many innovations like in the fitness realm. There hasn't been an innovation in maybe the past 20 years. Like
no.
when you think about it, like what are they innovating on? Protein powder? Like what are they coming up with this new?
So if you were in a fight, or many of these fitness trainers, no, these athletes like George St. Pierre, Brock Lesnar, or Rampage Jackson, or yourself go into a fight and you're finished a fight, how would you recuperate your body after a fight? What is your recuperation method after a finished fight? How do you recuperate?
Rehydrate, drink some water, eat some food, sit back and relax, be a human. There's nothing to it. Just relax. Let your body tell you what it needs. What else is there to do?
That's
Drink,
it?
yeah, drink some water, drink some juice. I don't know. Like,
That's it?
what are you looking for?
Hold on. Wait. So all you would do is sit down and relax and rehydrate?
Yeah,
You wouldn't hit back the gym, you wouldn't go back to training?
some
Because
food.
real pro athletes,
No.
okay.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. That could happen, but you don't have to. Yeah, like as a coach, I wouldn't tell my fighter to come back into the gym the next day or the day after that, or for the next, couple days. Maybe after, 3-4 days.
Really? You would give your fighter 3 or 4 days to recuperate, then come back?
Yeah, maybe you don't feel like doing it right then. You feel the relief of, having gone through this whole, it's transforming, right? It's everything. It's your soul being ripped out of your body. Like it's traumatic, lots of soul searching. It's always 100%. It's never less than that.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to kind of not get away from it, but get away from it. And then
So
ready.
if you were like training a fighter how to fight, and he had like a big match for like the UFC title, right? He lost,
Yeah.
okay, and he just got basically his ass handed to him.
Oh,
You
if you
you
lose, then you should come back. Yeah, come back right away.
you would just tell him to recuperate, take
No,
like 3 or 4 weeks off, then go back to the gym,
but
or
not if you got his ass beat, then no.
no? What would your method be if he just got his ass kicked?
You gotta get your ass back in the gym because you gotta get back at that. You gotta fight them again.
Well, hold on a second. This guy got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Doesn't he need more time to recuperate the body?
No, he's got work to do.
What kind of a trainer are you? This guy, okay, This is ridiculous. You're telling me right now, okay?
Yeah.
Say if I was your protege, okay?
Yeah.
I'm in for the world title.
And
I
you
lose,
if
okay?
you lost and you want to go out and party, you you think like you deserve the party if you go get your ass beat, you should go out there and do all the fun things, eat some good food and drink some water. And
I want to. I'm sore. My back is broken. Okay, my legs are freaking popping out of its
lost
socket.
in the first place. That's why you lost in the first place because you were soft. Now you gotta toughen up. Now you gotta have
what kind of?
now you gotta fix all those things that you didn't have fixed in the first place while you lost. There's holes in your game. You gotta close the holes in your game. You gotta fix that up.
So you will reward the champion,
yeah,
and let the loser go back to the gym and train.
well, the loser, and I'm not saying the loser. I'm saying the person with the most opportunities for improvement. Take advantage of that.
You're so politically correct, man. You're so Canadian, man. That's such a Canadian answer. Okay, that's such a censored answer. What you just said, man. What the hell, man? Like if I was in your shoes, okay, I would let both guys continue training. Okay, I would punish the winner and the loser. Okay, I would give the loser time to recuperate and make the winner train more harder because he is the champion. He had to defend his title the next night.
Yeah, but the winner's gonna say, "What do I got to work on? I just won."
Doesn't matter. You got to keep your mind. You got to keep your body sharp. You could lose the next night.
But the loser's gonna know what they have to work on. The loser's gonna want to be in there. The loser is gonna want to come into the gym and train. The winner, who knows? They might just want to take some time and just relax and get their head right. The loser is probably not without any intervention from the trainer. The loser is probably gonna want to go in the gym and train. Nobody talks to you when you're winning, when you lose anyway. So they're gonna want to just be by themselves and get their training on and just get themselves back up.
So hold on a second. Okay, and here's where I'm at with that. Okay, what you what you just said makes a lot of sense. But like, look at, and I'm going to use this for an example. And a lot of people will hate me for this. Look at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of losers, you saying?
Yeah. Look at the Toronto Maple Leafs. I said it on Tap Out. Okay.
So we're not just talking about losing. We're talking about not able to win.
Not able to win. That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Not able to win. Period.
Yeah.
Now I would punish every single one of those guys. Okay, because they're slacking.
Yeah. So you're saying they get no time off. They lose a game. They're in the next day training.
Right. Back into the gym. You don't get no time off.
Right. But then when they win, what do you do when they win? If it were to happen, which is like, so it's 2030. and they win a game. What do you do now?
If they win the game, that's if.
Yeah.
That's a big IF ring, and the record of the Toronto Maple Leafs, man.
Just a stretch of the imagination, like way out there.
I would give them one day off, and that's it. Right. You go right back to the gym and training again. Look at Kobe Bryant before he passed. There's a reason why they call him the Black Mamba. This guy, with all his friends, won like the series or whatever. He went back on the court the next night.
Right.
Had the rock in his hand and continued shooting threes.
Yeah.
Everybody was out there partying and doing partying and having the women in the hotel room. No, this guy woke up 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Back on the court, shooting his threes. You have a lot of respect for a guy like that. Why? Because he loves the game and he loves the sport. Okay, he's not there for the money. He just loves the game of basketball. I find that today's team, especially our Maple Leafs, are in it for the cash, not the game.
That's right.
That's why I'm so hard on these fighters. Okay, that's why I would say reward the loser, or reward the punish the loser even harder and punish the winner even harder as well. Why? Because you have to keep your mind sharp. You have to keep the body fresh. Okay? There's no off period.
That is true. However, you leadership, having a leadership role means you have to understand those under you, those that you have leadership over, meaning you have to look at them as, on an individual basis and not just as a group. So if you judge them as a group and you put them all in the same situation when they are also individuals, that can cause dissension among the amongst them. So you got to look to the some of them. Like if you have a Jordan, you don't put Jordan with the other guys and everyone act the same way. Jordan's going to come back and he's going to shoot some baskets. He's going to come back and train the next day. Kobe Bryant's going to come back the next day, but then Shaq might not want to, and you're not going to tell Shaq what to do. You give Shaq a hard time, Shaq might want to, you know what I mean? That might be a problem. It might be problematic because that's not what he wants to do. So when you have all these at the top, all these people at the top of their game, and you're supposed to be the leader, you cannot play them all the same way because they're individuals and they're different. If they don't get what they need individually, then they're not going to be at 100%, which is what you need from them.
So let me get this straight. So you would be leaning on your top guys and harder on your mid cards. Is that what you're saying? I feel
the ones that need
it. As a promoter, you would be harder on your mid card fighters who are fighting for you, versus you will be softer on your top guys, letting the top guys run the show and basically taking the money. No. Mr. Turner, what are you doing?
No, but you have to treat them all individually. Some top guys,
no.
Some of the top guys need that and some don't. It just depends on the person. Some need that. Some need to come back to it. Some don't. Some don't need to come back. Some, like Dennis Rodman. Right? You want to go there. You want to bring up Dennis Rodman? You got to tell Dennis Rodman what to do?
Yes.
He's going to North Korea, no matter what.
Who cares? Put the guy.
Nothing you can do about it. You're gonna have to, you know what? You're gonna look bad as a coach if you're trying to tell Dennis Rodman to come back and play when you want him to play. He's one of the best players on the team. It's that kind of thing. You have to really play them as an individual and figure out how you're gonna deal with them because they all have different personalities, different people. You can't just play them all the same way. Individuals. Everyone's an individual. You know, then you see in the Olympics when one woman was talking to her coach, telling her coach that I'm a human, you know, I'm a human being. She treat me like a human. The coach said, no, you're not. You're an athlete.
Whoa.
I don't want to say what country, but I did hear someone say that.
Wow. You see back at, was that in Tokyo? Or was that in Japan?
I was in Tokyo.
That was in Tokyo, Japan? Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. You see their mindset is you're an athlete. You're here to do a job, right? They don't look at them as people.
That's right.
You know, they wanted them to strive as the best. I think we should do that. We should push our guys harder here too. But no.
Oh, wait, you know what happened though? The coach pushed her. Her coach pushed her that hard. And pushed her really hard, brought up her father who passed away and everything, said channel that energy when you're competing and that'll make you do better, and then threatened her that if you lose, guess what's going to happen to you. And then you know what happened? She won, but she won the gold medal. This wasn't Tokyo Olympics, but I saw it during the Tokyo Olympics. They showed this. It must have been the Olympics before. She won the gold medal and then she quit. She quit. She never competed again. She quit.
So well, I kind of understand. I kind of see your point, man. I do. You never bring up someone's family when you're an athlete, right? Because that's a deep mindset, man. That's too personal.
Champions. This is a coach that makes champions. This coach is known in that amongst that group of people, amongst that sport. is known like the best. She's the best coach out of everybody. She was
Doesn't make a difference if you're the best or the worst coach.
the
You
best
don't
coach
bring
in
up
the
some,
world, brought up someone's family to give the person incentive to make them compete harder. And she did compete harder and she won.
but her body, but her mind was saying, okay, the reason why she stopped is because, okay, this guy brought up my family. This guy brought up my
Woman,
my
female coach.
as a female coach.
Yeah,
And
female.
this girl's dad or mom passed away.
Yeah.
That's going a little bit too far.
Well, not the
That's how I
coach
feel about it.
is going too far. The coach might not think she went too far even after the girl quit. Even after she quit, the coach probably didn't change her ways. The coach probably just thought that, you know what, she can't take it. So goodbye, on to the next. You know, is that a good coach?
Hmm.
You know, a coach with so much drive that they'll do whatever, they'll break you to make you into what you need to be.
What doesn't
They'll
kill
stop.
you makes you stronger.
What's that?
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Maybe, but do you want to be killed in the process? Because you can die in the process of just finding out what makes you strong and what doesn't kill you.
Yeah. Everybody has their limits, man. Everybody
Right.
has their breaking point, man.
Some people can take that, you know.
I know.
Yeah. Some people just keep coming back up. Some people you can knock them down punching, fighting. Some people you knock them down, they'll just get back up and keep coming towards you like a zombie, like the Undertaker. You know who Undertaker.
Yeah.
That's your personality. Some people have that.
Yeah, people keep coming back for more punishment, man. You know?
Yeah, they'll keep coming back. Then you can't even put them out. They keep coming back.
Exactly.
Those ones you can treat those ones a little differently than other ones that that need more. Some people need more comforting. Some people need positive vibes only.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't have negativity around them at all. Some people thrive in negative environments where they can just, like Jordan would kind of make fun of everybody, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right?
This guy was an asshole back in those days, man.
Yeah, right?
He's a freaking prick, man.
Yeah, man.
But you gotta idolize Michael Jordan what he did, because number one, he played a lot of head games.
Yeah.
Psych out your opponent before they go on the court.
Right.
Mentally and physically.
Right.
Okay?
They said he'd never do what Floyd Mayweather did when he fought that guy, Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
The fight that just happened when Floyd Mayweather fought that guy, the YouTube star, Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Right. They said that, Floyd Mayweather played with him. He tried, but the guy's a little bit too big for him. So he didn't really go for the finish. But they said if Michael Jordan playing basketball as the greatest ever, like as the GOAT, would never have allowed that to happen in his court. He'd never let someone come into his court thinking that they can hang with him and let them leave thinking that
I think the Jordan now would.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry to say that. I know I'm a huge Jordan fan. I think Jordan is the greatest of all time. But I think Michael Jordan would have done it. Why? Because number one, he's a little older now. Okay. He still has what it takes. Don't get me wrong. But he will be a little bit more lenient.
But we're talking about fiery personality, just the personality to be a finisher. Floyd, Floyd, I don't know if I'm not dissing Floyd, but we're just talking about GOATs and their ability to really show somebody, you don't belong here. You shouldn't be here with me. And when somebody comes up and tries it, Floyd will play with you and let you think that you can. I don't know, maybe not. But do you think Floyd's the type to play with someone and let them last? He let Conor McGregor. He played with Conor. Even though he's older now, but he played with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor lasted 10 rounds. Mm-hmm. And Floyd probably could have put him out from the jump, but he didn't. Right? So he left people talking. Maybe it's just really smart. But they said Michael Jordan, as a dominant champion, wouldn't allow somebody to step into his court and carry on like that. It's just the fact that you think, what? You know who I am? I'm Michael Jordan. Even not this version of him, even the other version though, because Floyd was kind of like that, but
very cocky, very arrogant.
But as far as finishing game goes, like Roy Jones Jr. is more of a finisher than Floyd Mayweather. Roy Jones Jr. he finished people. Like,
Yeah.
go for the finish. Yeah.
Done. Finished. Yeah, you were over.
Yeah, he don't class you, make you look really bad. Really, one time the guy never got one round. The guy never got one shot in. Never got one shot in. And first, Roy look at the referee like, "You gonna stop this?" And the referee's like, "No." And then he's like, and then boom, uppercut him twice, and then it was just sick, like real finisher. That type of, yeah, I can appreciate that.
It's like a Mortal Kombat fight, finish him.
Yeah, finish. You have to finish. Important to finish. It's important just not to let them think that they can, unless they can, you should never, leave them with that feeling that they can hang with you if they can't really hang with you.
Okay. So we're moving on for another question. So training with you. Have you ever had any difficult clients, Mr. Turner?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever had difficult clients? Because I remember, and I was there when this took place. Let's take a look back memory. Let's take a roll back. Let's turn the clock back, but maybe 4 or 5 years ago in a little area. It's called Florida Jacks at the corner of Young and Bloor.
Yes.
At approximately 2 p.m. on that faithful day. Now, you remember it was the superheroes. I think it was the Honey Badger, I believe it was. You were doing the Honey Badger women's training, whatever.
Yeah, the docudrama, the Honey Badgers docudrama, trying to teach 4 weeks. Was it 4 weeks trying to teach about 10 women MMA?
Yeah, self-defense. Yeah.
Right? And then they were gonna have a tournament and let them fight each other in different styles of fighting.
Yeah,
boxing, mixed martial arts.
Yeah. Now, the first half was going really well. Was going exceptionally well. You were training the girls how to fight. They were learning. They were growing. They were having a good time. And the second half got a little rocky. Now, we were in the ring. You, me, what was that other guy? Ed. I think his name was Ed. The jiu-jitsu trainer, or
right. Ed Vandris.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were all in the ring, and it was one girl, small girl, about maybe 5'1", 5'4", in the 5'4" category. And I don't know what was said. I don't remember the incident at hand. But all I remember that this little girl went completely crazy on you. Now, do you remember the incident that happened, Lee? Do you remember
I remember
what happened exactly? Why did you, what happened? All I saw was her head or her body was she was turning into a female Hulk. I thought she was gonna take the gloves down, throw them down, throw you into the ring, and all hell was gonna break loose. Now, I don't know how this altercation has occurred, but she had some pretty harsh words to say about your training style, the gym space, and how you conduct your gym, the Honey Badger training in an orderly fashion. Could you walk us through the people listening to this podcast right now?
Yeah.
What your mindset was going on at that time?
That was we were doing a docudrama, so we're trying to, there's gonna be drama. So we got the best personalities we could find at the time, and everyone got together, and we all started to train. Everyone didn't know everybody. It was all new faces, except for some of the instructors like Ed Vandris and myself. We knew each other, and all the women there didn't really know each other, and we were just training. And so this woman that you're talking about, she she was already trained. Like she already had a Thai boxing instructor, and she already had a style when she came. And lots of the other people didn't have a style yet. She's probably the only one that really had a style when she came. So she's a little bit better than everybody else in her technique. They were a little bit bigger than her, but she's had a little bit better, stronger technique. And so we're working on some moves, and we're doing like a front push kick, and she didn't like it, and she didn't like the applications, and she didn't want to do it on the bag, and she just kind of started complaining about it. And I said, that's what we're working on. Let's keep going with it. You know, if it doesn't make sense to you right now, that's okay. Just keep doing it, and it'll make sense down the road. It'll all make sense to you later. And she wasn't having it. She just wasn't feeling that. And she just started complaining, and then, you know, I guess at the end of the day, I said, "Listen, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here," type of thing. So I think she said at first that, "Oh man, I don't want to be here." I'm like, "If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be." And basically, I think she wanted to kick my ass. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. But she kept walking up towards me, and then walking back, and then walking up. So I don't know. But you know, but she was real cool. You know, before that, I thought she was a real cool person, and I liked her jiu-jitsu style. You know, I like when she put you in the armbar and you couldn't do anything about it. I thought it was really interesting. Someone so small being able to manipulate someone so big like you and just make you throw you around like you're nothing, basically. Put you in any move she wanted to, and you just stuck there. You couldn't even move. I was surprised that you couldn't get up when she did all these moves. But hey, that's no big deal. You know, hopefully you worked on that. How long ago was that? Hopefully you're better at getting out of those moves now. But you know, maybe you're letting her win though, probably, right? But maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, she's and then one day she saw the director, Heathlin. He directed it. She saw him on the bus shelter one day, and he told me that she came at him like she was gonna beat him up.
What?
Yeah, so she came at him like she was gonna beat him up right there in the subway station. So
Oh my God.
yeah, so she was playing for keeps, you know. He's lucky he made it out of there. For real.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
So just, you know, is what it is, but we're working on, you know, we did our docudrama, we brought the right people together. It didn't really go very far, but at least it got me an idea of what it's like filming and what's like having a director and doing the casting call and everything involved in segmenting it and just putting something nice, a nice production together. First of many, I hope. I just wanted to get my feet wet back then and see what it was like and see if I could actually bring a group together. And because I used to do fight shows before, and I'm used to that. I used to do kickboxing fight shows and jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts fight shows. So I've done lots of different things like that. So this is the next evolution I thought would be doing a docudrama and having these women learn martial arts and compete. And I still think that's where it's at, but that experiment didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. But there'll be other opportunities for sure.
Okay. I thought it was a really good concept. And I thought like it would the end result was perfect. You can't write that drama. You couldn't write it. It was real, it was authentic, it was up in your face. A client didn't look like what the direction of what the trainer was going. It was real. It was basically real drama, real shit, like real like basically what Spike Lee produced was like Ultimate Fighter. That was it, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Why were the cameras not rolling?
That's a good question.
That's a great question, man. We'd have to have the cameras rolling.
That's right. You know, that's the producer's fault. The director, producer. Yeah. Heathlin, where is he? Maybe we'll bring him on, let him explain that.
That would listen, man. You can't write a script for that was real, that was raw, that was so spontaneous. That was basically improv at its best, but it wasn't improv. It was real shit.
And it was bound to happen too.
It was bound to happen.
Yeah. After all the training that we did together, everyone kind of was getting to know each other, and then that happened. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Uncut, unrehearsed, off the script. Wow. That was. I was a little bit nervous for you, man. I got to admit, man, I was a little bit, like saying, okay, Is she gonna go off the handle? Is she gonna like fight these girls? Is she gonna start throwing these people around, whatever? Or is she gonna start throwing shit around like boards and shit? Is she gonna start assaulting the trainers? Or what the hell's gonna go on here?
I thought she was gonna do me like she did you.
I let her put her in that armbar, man. I let her put her being in the armbar.
Hey, if you did it, it's okay, man. Good jujitsu is good jujitsu. There's no gem or there's no nothing. You know, if they're good at it, they're good at it. If they're gonna take you out, they got your arm. You can't get it back. Then tap or snap is what it is.
I went years of therapy. I went a couple of years of therapy to get my arm back, but you know it's stronger than ever. You know?
You know,
Man. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, we're gonna go probably for our last commercial break here, ladies and gentlemen, on Tap In and Tap Out. Lee Turner, again, dodging more questions. I had him in the pin. Had him in the pin. Go for the cover. But he reversed
make
the
room.
pinfall into some elbow strikes, into some knee strikes. I was not looking forward to it. He knocked the glasses right off my face, y'all. But I hit him with some knee strikes of my own. Okay? But let's see who's going to win this submission match. We'll be right back. Last commercial break. Tap in or tap out.
Yes.